Oh, Konami, you beautiful, beautiful bastards. You have finally released the rest, well, not the rest, but I don't know if this is the final stuff, but the rest of the Witchcraft archetype stuff you had released. Some more Witchcraft things. I've been waiting. I've been waiting. Yes, yes. Konami, me used to have problems, but I love this archetype, and I really want to pick this archetype up when it drops. But what's good, YouTube? This is Hachi from Hachi's War here, and we're back for another card reaction video, and it seems like we're doing the Witchcraft. As you can see, they have dropped some more cards for them. We're going to talk about it, talk about what they do, all of that. I really want this archetype. I love spellcaster type archetypes. It was between, like I said before, it was between this and what is it, Infinite Ignition. It was between those two, and I decided to pick up this deck instead of Infinite Ignition because my friend wanted to make that. So let's go ahead and talk about the cards. First card is Witchcraft Hina. She is the Dark Spellcaster effect monster, level 7 with 2400 attack, 1000 defense. Those are some Monarch arrows. Our arrows, Monarch numbers right there. You only use her second effect of this card's what's returned. First effect, other spellcaster monsters you control cannot be targeted by opponent's card effects. Understandable. Quick effect, you can discard one spell card from your hand and target one face-up card on your opponent's field and destroy a target. The only thing about that card I don't like is you have to target. I don't like the fact that it has to target. I wish you should have just said discard one spell card, pop card on the field for free. That's all it should have said. It shouldn't have targeted. I feel like we're in 2019. Targeted cards, for some reason, are just bad. I don't know. Not all the time. Some cards don't have the whole, but like a lot of good big monsters make it to where you can't target them. So it's like that effect right there is eh. Witchcraft Master Veer, we already talked about it, but you already know what she does. You can reveal a number of spells in your hand. Spellcasters on your field can gain 1000 attack and defense. Quick, you get to discard one spell card. Negate all face-up monsters your opponent controls to this turn. We already talked about this card, so I don't want to go over it all like that. I still don't feel like this is the boss monster, and I feel like this is supposed to be like a counterpart boss monster. It's like a secondary, and it just, that targeting effect is the only thing that makes it not that good. Now we're on to spells for them. Witchcraft Creation, which is a normal spell card, and you only can use it both at 6 once a turn. You can add one Witchcraft card from your deck to your hand. So this is the Searcher. So I can tell you now, you're going to play 3 of this most likely during your end phase. If you control a Witchcraft monster while this card's in your graveyard, you can add this card to your hand. So that last effect, I've noticed that I'm glad that has that, because a lot of the Witchcraft cards you have to discard spells to do. So the fact that they have an effect to where the spells come back to the hand, it just makes your hand so much live. That's wild. The next spell card is Witchcraft Sabotage. That's a sabotage. You don't use the both effects once a turn. Basic, card stuff. Target one Witchcraft monster in your graveyard. Special summon that monster. This is the Monster Reborn of the deck. During your end phase, if you control a Witchcraft monster, this card's in your graveyard, you can add this card to your hand. So this is a Monster Reborn that is always alive, because it just keeps coming back to your hand over and over and over. And I'm loving that Witchcraft spell cards do that. I hope they reveal more Witchcraft spell cards, because these Witchcraft spell cards, I like them already. The fact that they just come back over and over again, it doesn't matter if you activated them, not as long as they're during the end phase. If you control a Witchcraft monster, they're always going to come right back, and that's just so lit. Now let's talk about the next stuff, and that's Witchcraft Forgery, and that's the level 2 girl here. He only gets her first second effect once returned. During the main phase, quick effect, you contribute this card, discard one spell card, special summon one Witchcraft monster from your deck, except Witchcraft Pointing. If you have no cards in your hand, you can finish this card from your graveyard. Then target one Witchcraft card in your graveyard, add that target to your hand. So this will just help you recover your hand. Also, you contribute her to special summon Witchcraft from your deck. This deck has a lot about special summoning. The only thing about this card I don't like is the fact that it's not level 1. If this was level 1, this would be a great 1-for-1 target, and literally boom bam. If this was level 1, this would be so much more. Being level 2, it's just not it. Like I said, the card's good in the list, and the card's good period anyway, because the whole just special summoning one out of your deck is always lit. But it's the fact that if this was level 1, it probably could push some more. Though the whole deck special summons themselves. Special summons ones out the deck anyway. But like, ooh, if there was level 1. Witchcraft Pitior. Water spellcaster level 3, 1000 attack, 1500 defense. You can use effects when started. Any player's main phase, quick effect. You contribute this card, then discard one spell card from your hand, special one witchcraft from your deck. Except they all have that effect, except for like the big ones. They all have that tribute themselves, discard a spell, special. They all have that effect. Secondary effect, you can banish this card to your graveyard, draw one card, then send one witchcraft card from your hand to the graveyard. If you do not, banish your entire hand. Oh my god. So you gotta banish this card from your graveyard, draw one card, then send a witchcraft card from your hand to the graveyard. And if you do not banish your entire hand, that's wild. It's a hey, you better make sure you get the draw, but you gotta make sure you discard something or banish everything. That's such a weird side effect, but I just understand. It's like, hey, you activated this, make sure you have the resources to do it. That's a weird effect, but at the same time, it's okay for me. I'm a little biased. I don't really like that effect, but I like this archetype, so I'm kind of biased. Don't judge me. We talked about Witchcraft, Schmidta. We talked about her a while back, but I'll do a quick little brief of what she could do. Contribute this card. This card one spell card in your hands for some Witchcraft. They all do that, except for the big ones. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Send one Witchcraft from your deck to the graveyard, which it's lit. It's a foolish burial for the deck. You could dump your witchcraft cards in the graveyard, because it doesn't just say monster, it just says witchcraft cards. You can send your spells and get them later, so that gives you some utility. It's another light monster. Witchcraft, because I thought it was going to be like one for each type, unless it's going to be one small one for each type and then one big one for, I don't know. Witchcraft Editor is a light spellcaster effect monster, level 5, 2000 attack, 2400 defense. You only can use this for card effect. Once per turn, quick effect. You can discard one spell card, switch on one witchcraft monster from your hand, except her. So she special summons from the hand. Doesn't all the other ones do it from the deck, right? I hope I've been paying attention, because I think the other ones do one from the deck. Yeah, I think the other ones. Yeah, I think all the other ones do it from deck. Yeah, I think she's the only one that does it from hand, it seems. If I'm wrong, let me know, because I might have went over one. But she special ones from hand. That's weird. You contribute this card and target one spellcaster in your graveyard, except when you special summon that monster. She's the one that wants to be different from all the other ones. She special summons ones from hand, and she can also recover ones from the graveyard. So that's actually kind of lit. She's another one. She's the only one that doesn't tribute herself to do it. She just discards a spell, bring one from hand, tribute herself to get one from graveyard. That's actually kind of interesting. Only problem with her, she's level 5. But I mean, I could tribute one of the other ones, summon her out, and bring back some other ones back. So it's some utility there. I love the archetype. I love the artwork. The only thing I have is the monster effect seems lackluster. It seems like every monster effect is lackluster. I'm cool that they all can bring monsters from the deck. It's cool that they do that. It's cool that the spells recover them. So I think that's the one thing that's really lit. So if they get some good busted spells, maybe an interesting field spell or a couple spells that like pop cards or give them more power or let you special summon them without ditching spells or something like that, then the deck would be a little bit more interesting, a little bit more powerful, I would say. But overall, I still like the deck. I see that the only another thing I don't like about the deck is that there are different attributes. I guess that's cool in a way, but it makes is it Gozen? Rivalry does types. I think Gozen does attributes. I think Gozen's gonna literally fist this deck. Hopefully they get some spells that pop spells and traps. Maybe then that'll be a little fire. I don't know if this is all we're getting for this deck. I don't think so. I think there's gonna be a bunch of more spells and stuff for them, but overall, I love the deck itself. Like I said, I like the deck itself. I'm biased. I don't care if anyone else doesn't. But let me know in the comment if you like this deck, if you don't like this deck, if you agree with me, you disagree with me. Let me know if you're excited for this. Let me know what you're excited for out of this whole box set. I mean, this whole special pack. What deck are you interested in when it comes to Infinity Chasers? Because this and Infinite Ignitions are the two that I'm more caring for. But that's the end of the video. I don't want to talk y'all head off. Itachi from Itachi's World signing out. Like I said, peace.